Welcome back to Tiny Blue Games. My name is, of course, Csaw or Chris, and today we are playing some Final Fantasy XIV in 2022. Today we are doing a bit of a live recording session video thing where we're going to go through some of the Dark Knight job quests. I've been wanting to catch up on these for a little bit now that I have my Dark Knight level 70, and in order to get things prepared for Shadowbringers as soon as possible. And by doing some of these during the videos, I get to do more streams focused on progressing the MSQ, and this way we can just keep things going. But yeah, so we're going to do some Dark Knight job quests here. I forget which one I'm on, and this isn't actually going to tell me. Let's just, I can't back out. All right, we've already messed this up. Okay, let's. All right, let's read through it. Sidu, you guys told me how to say this recently too. We're just gonna call him Sid. I was about Riel's age when I came to Ishgard. My parents, they said we would find a better life here. When the Templar Knights we had shown mercy returned, they let us choose the order in which we would die. That would be their mercy to us, they declared. I watched my parents kneel in the dirt. Look away, they said, but I could not. At last, when it was my turn, I knelt and prepared to follow them into death. I closed my eyes, but when I opened them, a man in black stood before me, hand outstretched, and so I took it. Defend the meek, punish the wicked. Mayhap it was but a convenient excuse to indulge in vengeance. She deserves better than me, but there's no one else. One more battle, Csaw. Let's see it done. Sid says, mayhap in the final battle I can serve as my master intended. Okay, so this was the 58 one. The Flame in the Abyss. Let's complete this and get into the next one here. So this is the level 61 called Absolution. We get Carve and Spit. All right. Deliver a threefold attack with a potency of 510. Additional effect restores MP, shares recast timer with Abyssal Drain. Okay. And then we get some armor as well. Let's accept it and see what happens here. Sid says, Countess Ystrid's missive arrived while you were away. I mean, I like how I was here this whole time. We're to meet her in the Western Highlands, away from prying eyes. She's gone to great lengths to conceal her husband's deeds, so it comes as no surprise that she'd prefer to settle this in secret. Csaw, I don't know what's waiting for us there, but if aught should happen to me, pray keep Riel safe. Right then, I believe she wanted a sword with you before we left, or wanted a word with you before we left. I'm so sorry. I'm feeling that they're setting us up here, that Sid might end up dying and we kind of like end up championing this, becoming kind of the master for Riel or something like that. Who knows? Riel says, we wouldn't have made it far without you, Csaw. I want you to know that I'm truly grateful for the time we shared. You, Sid, and Frey taught me so much about the world and what it means to fight for another and what it means to fight for yourself. We're going to finish this together, the three of us. Not else to say, really. To Twin Pools, then. Let's not keep the Countess waiting. Alrighty, where is Twin Pools? All the way up here. I think we can fly in this map, so it should actually not be as far as it looks. It's really nice in Final Fantasy, you know, doing the other jobs because you have so much of the map already unlocked. Whereas if you're playing an alt in, you know, WoW or something like that, you often have none of the map unlocked. So you're kind of going through all this and it takes so much longer to get places. So where are we going? We're going all the way over here, it looks like. This is actually the first map I ever flew in Final Fantasy in. So it's kind of a fun map for me to return to. And I think it was on the sheep that I did a lot of the flying too. So it's kind of fun. Alrighty, coming down for a landing here. There's Sid and Riel. Let's see what we gotta do. Seems we're early. Well, it's not as though I have pressing business elsewhere. Enjoy a moment's respite with me, Csaw. All right. Then it asks us to go into an instance. I feel like it's not going to be as relaxing as we initially think. Oh, maybe it is. It's quite the beautiful scenery, actually. There's 3 of them there. I don't know. I guess they're like probably guards or whatever. Easter says, "You came. A wise decision." I like how bright it is. This is really nice. You have his eyes, his nose, his lips. Every time I look at you, I see more and more of him, and it sickens me. Rael is not her father. You had no right to punish her for what he did. Who are you to stand in judgment of me? I have every right. I bore that monster into this world, and by the Fury, I shall send it into the 7th hell. There it is. Yeah, like it wasn't going to be a fight. If you're so bloody fond of it, you can follow it there. It's just us now, no one else. Remember Frey's conjury. Protect us, and we'll protect you. Right then. Let's do it. Let's get it on. Oh, wow. We are just slicing through these creatures. Holy crap. Look at this. Feel like we've got a little bit better gear than expected in here. What's a fun one we could do? Let's do. There you go. Look at them just melt inside of that. Oh, I didn't notice this one. We are making waves. There we go. Clean and easy. Could you imagine being like on the other end of this and just watching us walk through your guards like without any hesitation? You think at that point you'd be like, you know what? Maybe we don't attack them and just let them be. The AoE is so nice for this. You can just like cleave them down. It's a really nice like big circle it gives you for it too. Like look at that. You can get like all 3 of these in here. Oh, maybe not quite that. These might be slightly too far from one another. All right. It's on to the big ones now. I'm gonna go for the big target first. Here we go. There we go. I got them right in the spot we want them. Yeah, we must be like way too geared for this. I guess we're like, we must be get down level. Yeah, we're down level to 7 or 60. But it's interesting because like I remember doing some of the job quest on my samurai, and it was actually hard. Like I'd wipe quite a few times against some of the bosses. So it's interesting how much you know, your gear and level. Oh, you only had to kill her. That's interesting. Well, it's good I chose to go with her first. Worked out. Rarg. It's an interesting battle cry. Damn you. Get out of my way. I like her weapon though. It does look pretty cool. Why? Why? Maybe because you tried to kill your daughter? Why do you care so much what happens to it? You're not the first person to ask me that. Once, you might have understood. It's a big sword. For everything that you are, that you have done, you are still her mother. Go, we shall not meet again. Oh, but we will. We will, knight. I promise you that. Why don't we just end it here? Like, I will follow you to the ends of the world if I must. So long as it lives, I must. Don't you see, you fool? The fury it wills. The fury! Riel? How great your love for her. Far greater than you ever bore me. For a long time, I prayed for forgiveness. I prayed you would take me in your arms and hold me as you did before. But I know that shall never come to pass. I will pray for you, mother, that you might find peace in her halls. O Helen, receive of us this woman, your humble servant, raise her up to your bosom, and grant her glory everlasting. Her face is just so concerned. Are we watching her like just get decapitated here? This is wild. This got dark. Yeah? She's done, eh? So what now? We go back to Ishgard. Together. As you wish. I really don't love the sword I have on my guy right now. It's kind of a weird looking thing. All right, well there we go. We gotta go speak in Ishgard to them. Do. It all seems so simple in retrospect. The moment I stopped trying to find the answer, there it was. All that anger, all that rage, born of a fervent desire to protect that which we hold most dear. So you're still committed to your path then? And you, if you will have me, you need not talk to me more and listen. I can't stand the silence, you know. There's no shame in sharing the weight. Sid, we can bear it together, for ourselves and for others. Right then. The two of us will manage on our own, Csaw. There may be others who know of Riel's heritage, but if they come, we will be ready. Granted, we could simply leave Ishgard, but that would leave the people at the mercy of the powers that be. I cannot do that now, and neither can Riel, I think. We all need a cause, Csaw. So what will be yours? For whom will you stand? My friends, for yours, or myself? Generally my friends, I'd say, from what we've done in this game so far. And so you shall. To walk the path is to suffer, to sacrifice, justice demands no less, but we must never lose sight of why we chose to walk it. Gods help me. Those Mughals were onto something, weren't they? The Mughals are. The Mughals are. Alright. So this must be the end of the Heavensward arc that you would have had through this, I'm guessing. Oh, look at our little celebration. Carve and spit. This concludes the Dark Knight quest for Final Fantasy Heavensward. In order to undertake the next quest, series of quests, you must first meet the following requirements. You must register. Yeah. So we should be able to jump into them. And so we can. Let's do one more quest. We'll do level 60 as well here. Let's see what the start of the next chapter is. Csaw, fellow master of the dark arts, and yet that is but one of the many faces you wear. Slayer of gods, rider of dragons, savior of Ishgard, a hero by any measure who stood against Nidhogg on the steps of faith. I guess they know everything that happened in Heavensward has already passed, when others fled. A hero who walks in light and fights for great causes. A knight who walks in darkness and fights for the forgotten. A contradiction, some might say. Rubbish, I say, but you tell me. Do you yet walk the path? So long as innocents suffer, I will not forsake the abyss. I must forsake the abyss to serve in light. Let's see, I want the darkness. Let's embrace the darkness. I thought not. Then let us speak as comrades. Ishgard has seen much change in recent days, and many proclaim it to be the dawning of a new era of peace and prosperity, an enlightenment age. Yet, as we both know, the brighter the light, the deeper the shadows. As Dark Knights, we must remain vigilant for injustice, and be ever ready to defend the weak and downtrodden, now more than ever. It has been a while since we patrolled the streets of our fair city, felt the cobbles beneath our boots and so forth. A tour from the top might be in order. Why don't we start at the last vigil? All right, we're doing just a little walk around. Yeah, I don't mind that. Where we want to go up into the new... Where's the little teleport? Yeah, it's over here. It's probably like a pretty just intro quest, right? With it being the start of the next chapter. It's like this would come out at the start of Stormblood. So I would assume it'll be somewhat tied to the Stormblood story, but maybe not. Like I guess it does. The Heavensward one happened in this area, but that's also where this job is, so I don't know. Whereas the Samurai one was pretty heavily tied to a lot of the areas in Stormblood. As you look on Fortamp's Manor, you but reflect upon your time in Ishgard, the comrades that with whom you traveled, and those you lost along the way. So it's a good kind of conclusion to Heavensward, which is kind of fun. You seem distracted. Ah, right. You were a ward at the House Fortamp's. Once upon a time. No, I suppose not. Oh. Dangest thing, but I swear I heard something in your packed break. What's that? Bloody hells, is that your soul crystal? What happened to the other half? Forgive me, it seems I am the one responsible. Who's this? Do we know this person? I do not know you, boy. Name yourself. Meist, my lord. I don't think we know Meist. I'm no lord and you're no Meist. But I think I wouldn't know a bastard of the broom by sight. I have a power which I can use to help those in need. Alas, this power requires a tremendous quantity of ether. I thought to draw on natural sources nearby, but in doing so, I stole a portion of that contained within your crystal. Forgive me, please forgive me. Forgive me. I will return it to you, I promise, but I must first ask that you allow me to use a portion. This is interesting. I think this is the first quest that's interacted directly with the like job quest or crystals so much. Meist, was it? Who do you want to help? Anyone, everyone. Look around you. Is not this world filled with sadness and despair? I can free but a single person from their burdens. If I can free a single person. He means well enough. Why don't we help him find someone in need and give him a chance to use his power? Oh, bloody brilliant. Let's believe this mysterious boy with this mysterious power who mysteriously stole a portion of Csaw's soul crystal. What could possibly go wrong? Well, it's your crystal, Csaw. Either we deal with the boy here and now, or we go along with his plan, and since you're not reaching for your sword, I gather it's the latter. Congratulations, boy. You get your wish. We're not like to find any poor unfortunate souls here, so I suggest we head to the Foundation, and if we find no one suitable there, you are to return what you stole at once. Understood? Yes, my lord. Thank you for placing your trust in me. All right. It's interesting, to say the least. We're going back to the Foundation. I feel like we're just going like between the two places. Where are we on this map? We're in the next zone, aren't we? There we go. Should be able to go up here. Do 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 do. All right. And we want to go back down. Forgotten Night, I think, is what we want. It's closer anyway. Yeah, Foundation anyways. It's closer. Echo, it's right where we need to go, actually. That worked out real well. You have my assurance that the remaining funds will be delivered soon. Wait, is this even the right... No, it's just like a whole different thing, isn't it? All right, here's Meist. We found someone. I knew it. I knew we would. I can help her, yes. I will make it. Oh, wait, were we supposed to... Was that the person we were going to help? I got so confused. I might have just skipped over a bunch of text. Well, we're just going to pretend we know who we were supposed to help here. That's unfortunate. Excuse me. I definitely didn't just skip over the person we were supposed to help. It's just started talking about like a carpenter, and I was like, this can't possibly be about the Dark Knight, but yeah, I guess it was. All right. This might make it more interesting anyways. I can help her, yes, I will make it right. I have the power. Come, let us not keep this poor woman waiting. It was so confusing because I figured we were going to go like look for a person with the kid, not just like randomly find someone by herself. It was super weird. All right, I'm coming back, Millie. I'm so sorry about what I did. Hi, Millie. I didn't mean to brush you off. Is this a child, a friend of yours? The way he stares at me is somewhat... Do you wish to see your cousin again? Well, yes. I would love to see Ignace again. More than anything, but I know I will not. He walks in Helion's halls, I am certain. Think of him. Think of his face, of his smile, of his laugh. Remember every moment you shared, every moment, and hold the image of him in your mind's eye. And then go to a quiet place you shared, where no one will come. Wait for me there. I really don't understand what this is all about, but since you seem so earnest, I will trust you and do as you ask. There is a garden to the south of the tribunal, of which we were both fond. I pray you will explain all of it to me when this is finished. So we're trying to find her cousin. Go with her. I will go to Sid and Riel and bring them with me. Then you will understand what I can do and why you must help. That's a promise. All right. Let's try and not mess up any... Oh my god, it's back to the other place. It's just like back and forth between these two areas. Just this dark corner, eh? This is the quiet place. Ah, your friend has arrived. He has brought companions, I see. No, it cannot be. Igneous, is that really you? Oh, praise Halen. You're alive, you're alive. My dear cousin, how it warms my heart to see you in good health. I pray you will forgive me for my lengthy absence. Don't be foolish. There is only joy to see you returned. Come, we must go to your father and mother at once. How they will weep at the sight of you. I cannot. Better for them to mourn me as the son who gave his life in service to his archbishop and his home. I have heard that you yet labor to see the statue of Saint Veriliant restored. Know that I am grateful beyond measure. I am undeserving of your praise, cousin. For all my efforts, the statue remains a shattered ruin. But seeing you here, so full of light and life, it fills me with renewed conviction. I will see it through, I swear to you. And if you have indeed done the things they say, then perhaps it'll earn you a measure of forgiveness. I love you, cousin, now and ever after. Look after my parents and yourself. I don't know how you did it, but thank you for bringing him back to me. But you must know he is not safe here. I pray you help him flee the city. She's right. Ishgard is no place for a man of the Heavensward. So he was aligned with the evil bishop in Heavensward, I'm guessing. So this game has a really good reputation of going back now. Like, I'm seeing it a ton with Stormblood, but also here of going back and sort of looking at the villains of the stories and seeing what they would do after the conflict. And that's so far beyond the storytelling of many games. You know, usually it's just the bad guys lost and we look at the good guys, but it's just so good to see kind of like both sides of it. We will sneak him out of the city. The fewer, the better. Meet us in Falcon's Nest after. We have much to discuss. Or at least I didn't skip through this part. This was probably the more important part to see. Where are we off to? Falcon's Nest, eh? Can we teleport there? We sure can. Just a quick zip over the Falcon's Nest. We're going all over Ishgard. They like little corners to hide out in. For fear of being seen by the sentries, I bade the others go on ahead. We should hurry. The further they take Igneous from Millie, the weaker he will become. I pray we are not too late. The further the weaker. This is so odd. All right, we're gonna fly out a little bit. I love the random mount button. It's always a fun surprise to see what you get. Swirling abyss, eh? That's spooky. Forgive me. I should have known the magic would not sustain itself much longer. That which you see before you is Ignis, what remains of him. I can give the memories form. I can breathe them full life and return them to their loved ones. But as the memory fades, so does the magic. Aether, formless and free, that which I took, I used to make Igneous and Millie whole. Draw your sword, reclaim that which was lost, consume the abyss with Soul Eater. So he's able to reanimate memories into people? That's so spooky. In the depth of the abyss, a flame lingers. What am I supposed to do? Use the Soul Eater to... What's Soul Eater? Is it like something in my bag? Or is it a skill? I don't know if it's a skill. Living Dead. Stalwart Soul. There's some soul stuff. Plunge. Soul Eater, yeah, there's an ability called Soul Eater. Do I have it on bar somewhere? What's it say? Delivers an attack. Huh, that's kind of cool that it has you use a skill like that. I feel like it must be a bar, I just didn't see it, but... It is finished. Good, I've had enough of this farce. Conjuring a simulacrum of a bloody knight of Heavensward in the middle of Ishgard? Fury take me, you're a fool. We're lucky to be alive. Your soul crystal restored then? Or not? We had an agreement, boy. You were to return that which you stole. Forgive me, forgive me. I returned you that which was used to give Igneous life. But as for the remainder, 4 more times it is within my power to do this 4 more times. For 4 more times you shall be made whole. You have my word. For a boy with such an incredible power, you are remarkably helpless. Not only did you rob Csaw of his aether, you imposed upon him to find your people in need. You want to be good? You want to be a hero? You want to help people? Then why aren't you better prepared? I will never be a hero. I only want to help. It is not death itself we fear, but the unfinished story. The promise of what could have been. It is enough to break a heart and a man. The shattered pieces of a life will never come together again. But if a glimpse of their loved ones grants them peace they deserve, then I must. It is your decision, Csaw. You are the victim. Perhaps some good may come of this. Well, it's not my aether. Oh, it's not my aether. I'm not about to let him out of my sight. He's got my aether. I'm not about. Let's say, some good might come of it. It seems like the Warrior of Light's mood about this. I know we're the dark side of the coin right now, but thank you. Together we will make them whole. We're not going anywhere, Meist. Even Sid, he may look and act like a Chocobo's arse, but he means well. Fine. I'm only trying to put the fear of gods into the little... my god, I like how this guy speaks. But by all means, go ahead and undermine my authority. Anyway, I'd rather not freeze to death out here in the snow. Let's return to Falcon's Nest and discuss what to do next. It's like just as snowy at Falcon's Nest. Like we're going to be standing in the snow. I guarantee it. Oh, the weird corner again. Of course. I just what I need. Another child to look after. That's kind of funny, actually. I am a dark knight or a nursemaid. Even I don't know anymore. But times they are ever changing, and perhaps the dark knights must change with them. Long-held truths are become lies, and villains heroes. Though I should be glad if I never have to deal with another hero again. No offense, of course, but you are the exception that proves the rule. The righteous are all too uncompromising, and woe betide the man who offends their delicate sensibilities. If anything, I say you are too accommodating, but it is your aether and soul crystal at stake. 4 times he swears, but we shall hold him to it together. In the meantime, you may as well get some rest and attend to other matters. These two can keep themselves company. Maybe I'll find somewhere to take a nap or a tavern to have a drink. All right, there we go. It's an interesting start to the next chapter. Oh, the next Dark Knight quest will be available from Sid upon reaching level 63. The requirements for undertaking a community journal. Is it right here? Yeah, it's right here. Perfect. But yeah, no, it was a cool conclusion. I think the story arc for the Heavensward Dark Knight, it's going to be hard to do better than that, just because like it kind of like explained a lot of the Dark Knight itself, and obviously Riel and kind of her relationship to Sid and to our group. But yeah, this is interesting. I wonder if we'll learn that like this power that Meist is using is kind of like Dark Knight-ish in nature, and we'll kind of learn how to use this ourselves. Because the fact that we were able to use, oh yeah, and here's Soul Eater, it was number 3. The fact that we're able to use a Dark Knight skill to essentially undo what he's done kind of leads me to believe that the initial action could be part of a Dark Knight's tricks as well. So it'll be cool to see how that plays out. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video. I'm going to try and do a couple more of these videos just to kind of push this forward while we are streaming and getting through the post-Heavensward or post-Stormblood MSQ and getting everything tied up and ready for Shadowbringers. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.